So if you clicked on this video, then that means that you have been going through it. Well, that makes two of us. So I figured, why not just talk to you? So grab a seat and listen to these encouraging words, because I know that you need it. And to be honest, I need it too. Because sometimes we face rejection after rejection after rejection, to where you don't know when you're going to get a break, if it is even coming. But the honest truth is that sometimes things don't happen the way that we want them to. It happens exactly the way that it needs to. And to be completely honest, maybe the rejection that we're getting is God's protection. Sometimes God's no is just our protection. From what? We don't know. And we don't have to break our brains about it to figure out what the answer is. Sometimes we just have to accept things for what it is. I always believe that if one door closes, another one opens. Not on our timing, but on His timing. Being patient can be extremely challenging, especially when we have certain plans in our life that we want to execute. We can make plans for the way that we want our life to go, but we know that God is the ultimate planner of planners, and that things will happen the way that they need to. And we have to be patient, and we have to accept things for what they are, rather for what we want them to be. But that doesn't mean that it is easy, because there are moments in our lives to where we completely feel overwhelmed, especially when you work extremely hard at achieving certain things in your life and you feel as if literally everything is working against you, getting rejection after rejection after rejection, even when you think that you do everything in your power that you can, and you start to question yourself, you start to doubt yourself, and you start to doubt the journey that you're on. That is normal, because we are human. Allow those emotions to be there. Be in the present moment, because it makes you human, it makes you pure, it makes you you. And everything will work out just as it needs to. Not necessarily how you want it to, but the way that it needs to. Find peace in knowing that everything is working itself out. And the funny thing is, if you look at your past, I know for a fact that there are a lot of situations to where you have overcome challenges. That means that you have everything you need to overcome whatever it is that you're going through right now. And I know that being in a current situation where you're facing hardship, it can be extremely challenging to have that mindset. Just look at your past. And trust me when I say that you will realize how strong and resilient that you are. You can overcome any storm, because every storm runs out of rain sometime. So we don't know when this hardship of yours will pass, but what we do know is that it will pass. It has to. It always has, and it always will. You just have to be patient, believe in yourself, and also believe that just because you don't see that things are working out for you, doesn't mean that things behind the scene aren't working out in your favor. Like the things that you want to achieve and the things that you are working towards. Oftentimes, God is already working on your dreams. You just can't see it. You just can't hear it. You just can't feel it. But it doesn't mean that it is not working on it. Have faith. Believe that everything will work itself out one way or another. Just be a lot more kinder to yourself. Because this brain of ours is extremely powerful. And if you allow it to, it can either become your worst enemy or your best friend. I know that it is easier said than done. Just work on it every single day. You've got this. So whatever it is that you're going through, you're gonna make it one way or another, because you always have and you always will. No matter what it is that you're facing, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel.